What? I did
So
something.
now I'm recording the call. So if you guys want to mute yourselves, you can. You just press your little green button that would be fine as well. And
Okay, I have my
Microsoft.
But I'm not too.
Stop working. Oh, there's Ruby. I think she's trying to come on. Hi, Odin.
Hi, Odin. I was wondering, do you have the advertisement material for the travel lady?
I do, yes.
You gotta send that over to me, Odin. I'm working on it this week. I gotta pull the magazine together.
Oh, isn't that her job to send to you?
Yo, she never sent me anything. She said she was working with you on it. So, do you have the material?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta send that over, and then you gotta send over staying organized as well. She said she got the material.
Well, that's not talking about that. They should be doing that themselves.
Yeah, because I talked to her that they were feeding, so no, Odin's taking care of that. He has all my material. He'll send it to you.
I love it. Okay, I'm just in the middle of a call. Well, I'll have to let you.
No worries, but Odin, if you can get back to me by tomorrow, that'd be great. Then we can just send the designer to get it put together.
I'll put it on my long list of things to do. Yes. Okay.
Hopefully it's not going to be that long the list because I do think this week.
I understand. I'll talk to each of them. Take care.
And how about your articles already?
Ruby, I have a 4:00 appointment that's pre-booked for Social Media Mondays, and we're all online waiting. If you want to come and join that, you're more than welcome to.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later. I need that article. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Hey, guys, thank you. You're supposed to be on this call, too. That's for What's On Magazine. So, yeah. So thanks for being here, everyone. I really do appreciate it. I see there's a number of people that are on the call here today. One of the things that we've been talking about recently in adding your LinkedIn membership, and I was wondering if Jason is here right now. Jason here? Jason, are you here? No, I guess he's not here today because I wanted to talk about the successes that he is having with his messages that he's been sending out. But regardless, let's just continue on. Just see where Jason is, because I wanted him to share with us today what he's doing. And of course, the computer's acting really slow.
Did you get your webinar?
Okay.
I can't find my link.
Okay. Well, the computer's acting up for me, so that's fine. First thing that I wanted to let you guys know is that the work that a number of us are doing on the LinkedIn is actually working out really good. So the first question that we did with Jason last week as a test and measure was just a simple question: is, hey, do you have somebody who's working on your websites for you? Is what he put, and he sent it off to about 500 people. And he managed to actually get a number of replies back, and he's got 3 or 4 follow-ups that he's doing with people who work on projects right away. So from 500, and his goal for this year, or for the rest of the month, was to have 3 brand new clients. So if Jason is here, he can go through that step by step. I kind of wanted him to go through that, but I guess he's not here today. And so I wanted to kind of go through what he did and how each of you could be doing the exact same process, ideally. The first that I keep on thinking about when we think of you guys is, how do you download your, or how do you get your, how do you message the people on your list? So here are the 30-day sales machines ideas that we came up with. It's called our master list, or our tools. And one of the best tools that we have is what's called the Duck Soup. Really, really good tool. There's a free version to it, and there's a paid version. It's only $15 per month, which is one of the most affordable ones on here, as you can see. There's all these other helpers or tools as well. This is for LinkedIn automation, so it's called Social Lead Machine, Duck Soup, Linked Mail Pro, Linked Mail Navigator, and then linked helper. You guys can check all of these out, and there's the names of them. And then here's something for email scraping. So this here does 2 points. It allows you to actually do some email scraping, so you can build up that email list, which we've been talking to a number of you about building those email lists. And then find that lead, of course, lead. There's just some more examples. And then here's marketing, email marketing. So LeadFuse, Woodpecker, Infusionsoft, ActiveCampaign, and MailChimp. And I'm using MailChimp right now. You can break up your database into 2,000 member groups, and you can have a couple of emails that you've started specifically for sending out messages. Otherwise, what starts happening is to send out your emails, it's going to start getting a little bit costly, let's say. For social media management, you can use Hootsuite, but it is free, but it also there is a cost for that. And then there's another one called a Buffer. And then productivity, text expander, phrase expander, and then virtual assistant management. And we have virtual assistant management on what we do as well. And so I was really kind of wanting to, we kind of have a little point going on here with our group, is that we want to do little or no cost when it comes to using our LinkedIn profiles. And so then I decided to come over here and I said, okay, well, what can I do? How many messages can we send to our LinkedIn connections to a first degree? Is what my question was. And I was talking with Laura earlier today.
Yeah.
And there's no official limit on how many messages you can send on LinkedIn to your first degree connections. I would caution against high frequency when it comes to social selling or self-promotion messages. So the idea is that you actually engage in a communication back and forth with your particular clients. And so the idea is your connections may begin to disconnect from you, report you as your message is being spam. And so it is about understanding your target market. And then the repercussions could be as severe as getting your LinkedIn account blocked. And I spoke, Laura had that happen to her a while back, a few years ago. But don't stop doing it. It's just kind of like a slap. Just don't do that, right? And it's also about, what you do to get people interacting with you. And then if you're also in a group user, you can use LinkedIn group to send messages as well. So maybe creating a LinkedIn group might be something positive for you to do. One of the things that we spoke about a couple weeks ago was making sure that our LinkedIn profile, or any profile as a matter of fact, is looking good. And so one of the ways that you can do that is you can go over here, view your profile, and you can see that underneath the view my profile, I've kind of changed a few things. I got a banner that I didn't have a banner in the earlier video, so slowly and surely I'm showing you what you can do. I put here what I am for an educator, just changing that around. And you'll notice is that I am putting some of these pictures here. So you can see these pictures. They're not just blank spaces with nothing there. And the way that that I was able to do that is I was able to create two right there are owned by some other people. So this is the typical what you have when you go to LinkedIn. What I really wanted to see is I want to see you guys have these pictures on. And the way that you do that is you click the little buttons over here and you create a company page. So when you create a company page, all of the company pages will end up coming up. So these are different company pages that I can manage. And so I can go in there and I can start, building those out. That's a job for another day. But the point is that it makes your LinkedIn profile look pretty darn good. The other thing that you can remember is that when it comes to your activity, that's every time you click like or love, in these particular cases, that heart or whatever it is, every time you click that, then your activity is going to go over here. And so be very aware of what it is that you're putting up. One of the other mentions that I want to make sure that we get here today is this over here. make sure that you're able to put on your testimonials or wherever you get a testimonial. There's testimonials that you have on LinkedIn. If there's testimonials that you have on Facebook, if there's testimonials here, you can cut and paste those using a good program called Jing, J-I-N-G. And it's a free software you can use to essentially cut and paste and upload as a picture. And so this would be a testimonial. By next week, you'll see more testimonials that are going to be put up here. I'll be able to show you what I'm slowly and surely you guys to do this. Next that I wanted to talk about with you guys is how do I export phone numbers from LinkedIn contacts? It's not phone numbers. I wanted to know how I could export phone numbers and also how can I export all my emails and so on. And so what's really interesting is when I started doing this research is that you can export phone numbers from LinkedIn, but you can download email IDs too, but you can download email IDs. This is a safety feature by LinkedIn. So one of the things that I really like here about the new service right here, it's called Alignable, is that Alignable allows you to grow your network. And it's pretty cool how they allow you to do this. So I'll just go into Alignable here. I have 358 connections, 15 people recommending me. So you go here to grow your network. What you can do is you can here you can do invites. So you can send people to a direct invite to you, which is really, really kind of handy. So one of the things you can do, excuse me, is let people know that you're on these other social media forums, and they can connect with you there as well, learning a little bit more about you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. But there is a way that you can actually go here to your LinkedIn, and you can grow your LinkedIn profile, or your Alignable profile. So here it is, get more referral opportunities by this right here, invite now. That's what I was looking for. It's really kind of cool because it tells you, okay, I want to select either my email provider, so you can grow your LinkedIn or your Alignable profile that way, or you can use right here, you can go to LinkedIn. And I was like, okay, pretty cool. So what you do is you go to www.linkedin.com/p-settings member data. So let's take a look at that. Personal settings member data. So you go here. Oh, let's go over here. Setting privacy. That's the area you go. Let's double check it. Actually, I'm just going to copy and paste this. Life a little bit easier. And I'll put this into communication right here. Like that, so you guys can go to it. And then what you're able to do is you're able to download your data. You're able to download all of your connections, which is exactly what you want to be doing. So earlier today, I was talking to Laura, and I was saying, well, Laura has something like 9,000 people on her LinkedIn account, and she wants to get people to her event that's coming up. Well, one of the best ways for her to do that is to start getting all the names, the emails, the phone numbers, and the data that is associated with her contacts. So what we want to do is we want to imported contacts, connections. I don't think that any recommendation one is fine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to request the archive, and it'll be available within 10 minutes, and it's emailed to you. The moment that happens, and I'll open it up, I'll show you what it looks like. Ready? Is this helpful for you all?
Yeah, it is. Very helpful.
What is the imported contact?
Pardon me, David?
Imported contact. What is that?
Yeah, so that would be other contacts that you imported from your Gmail account or from other accounts.
Oh.
That's my understanding of it, at least. So let's take a look here. LinkedIn right here. I've got an example. This is my basic LinkedIn So this is what you get right here. This is what it looks like. It comes to you in a it'll come to you in a export link like this. So you can see I did it go. And then what you're able to do is you're able to look at all the email addresses right here. So this would be a number of, this would be all the email addresses, of course. This right here is all of the contacts that I have. So from here, what I'm able to do, the CSV file, so I can upload it, download it, do whatever. So these are all the people that I can take a look at, and from here, I have all their emails. Boom. Now what I'm able to do is I'm just able to send all these people emails without going one at a time and picking it and so on and so forth. Right? So it makes it a lot easier.
Could I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Could I ask a question?
Please, go ahead.
Okay, I did that once, but I didn't know how to do the Excel, what you just did there. I can figure that out. But then you say you're going to send them emails, but then you have to put them into your Google or your Gmail or something to send emails? You don't send them directly from Excel, right?
That's right. You cannot send them from Excel. This is just a storage area.
You transfer them, okay.
Yeah, exactly. This is just a storage area. So then all the phone numbers will be put in here as well, so you can start making phone calls. And, like, for instance, this guy in the UK, chances are I don't really, I'm probably not going to do business with this individual. Maybe sometime in the future, so I can delete him. So I can go through this and I can start deleting specific individuals that I think are beneficial to me. So I really want to start, making my database a little bit better too. But you can see how much simpler it is now that you have all these emails and phone numbers and names of everyone here. It just makes life just so much better. Pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I would do now, Laura, is I would do this exact thing that I recommended. And then what I would do is I would take all the emails and then I would invite all of those people to your event that's coming up on Thursday.
Really? 9,000 people.
Yeah.
Why
not?
Well, I have
Laura, you only have 100. You only have 100 paintings to sell.
Yeah.
For 18,000 on your list. Not everyone will show up, but you're guaranteed that with an email list like this, that some will show up, right?
That's very interesting.
So that's the entire goal, is to be able to build your database on a weekly basis. Otherwise, what we're doing is we're just building something for nothing.
It'd be so funny if 9,000 people came to my apartment. Okay, thank you. That's very helpful.
Even if you just did 2,000 people that are local, that would be better turnout than what you currently have, or maybe as of registrations of today. Correct?
Yep, correct.
Okay. So do you think you can accomplish that over the next couple of days?
Yes, as you know, I'm busy tomorrow with the 93-year-old, but I have tonight and then I have Wednesday. So
yeah. So all you do is you need to download the links in the chat function. So I'll put this into an email. I'll put it into an email. Russ.
Can I bulk transfer into my Gmail? Oh, sorry.
You can transfer it all to your Gmail, but you can only do 50 at a time.
Okay, thank you.
You can only do 50 at a time. Diane, do you see the usefulness of this? You're on mute.
Yeah, I had tried to do that before, but I don't think I had enough first level connections. So now that I have a lot more, I could actually go back and do it again. So, and then
it's not just first level; it's all of the people that you have connected to.
Ew. Well, I have to try that again because I didn't get all the information the last time I tried it. So maybe I did something wrong.
Yeah, if you take a look at mine, all my lists here, I've got. There's only 3,229.
Only.
And that will include everyone in my contact list as well, because there's contact lists in there as well, right?
No, so you could actually send these people to, like, because they're not part of your email database. I'm thinking about the spam policy for Canada or whatever. So could you send them to an opt-in list and have them opt in to a free report or something, and then get them on your list that way too?
These people have all already opted into your LinkedIn account.
So then it's okay. It doesn't really matter.
They've all already opted into your LinkedIn account. What I would do is I would say if you want to be taken off the list, just let me know and I'll remove it.
Okay.
That's it. Don't go for the opt-in. Go for an opt-out. It's far better. It's stronger when you're building a business.
Right.
It's stronger.
Question.
Yeah.
When I'm writing to, I put at the beginning again this email because I'm connected on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Well, so the message that you probably want to do is you probably want to say, hey, hey, LinkedIn friend.
Yeah.
I always say, hey, LinkedIn friend, if it's a general email or if it's a meet friend. Make sure you write it for the one LinkedIn friend and then send it to everyone, the generic.
Yeah, okay. And then at the end.
I just wanted to let you know that I have an event up Thursday and I thought you'd be interested in it. Here's a link.
Yeah, okay.
Done.
Super, thank you.
Something very, very simple, something very, very, for Diane, for instance, she has an event that's going to be coming up as well.
Mm-hmm.
She teaches people how to double their reading speed minimum, and then she teaches people how to read from that point of view, how to start reading at 25,000 words a minute.
Wow.
Yeah, with retention too. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I really enjoy her business model. And so there's an example for Diane being able to use the same. Rosalie is on the line here too, and Rosalie very easily could put a presentation together if she wanted to, or what she could do is she could say, hey, I've got a current opening for individuals that are looking to have their house organized. Can you please pass my name along? That could just be a simple referral with a small testimonial underneath would be fine for that as well. David, for instance, David's all about public relations. So what he could do, and what I would really recommend David do, is he go all out on his LinkedIn profile, and he becomes the go-to person for anyone that needs to know anything about PR and what public relations is in all its aspects. Good, the bad, and the ugly. I would press all the ping buttons first, and then what I would do is I would provide solutions for that. And then what you could do is you can have a presentation after you got enough material there, David. And you can very easily send a message out to all of your people as well, saying, hey, I'm as you well know, I'm in public relations and I'm currently looking for a couple clients to work with. A lot of you know what public relations is. Can you please pass my name and number around? LinkedIn friend. Something very, very simple, non-complicated.
Interesting.
Yeah, simple. But this is exactly what Jason did. And I wanted Jason to talk about his stuff today because what he did is he ended up having a virtual assistant go on to $1 an hour and sign in. And then what he did is he sent a message to each and every single person on his list through his virtual assistant. It only took him 9 minutes to do 500 people. It's not bad, $15. And he's so busy right now that he can't even make it to our calls. And so, it's really about using this platform in a productive way. So let's hear what you guys are doing and what you've accomplished since last week. Rosalie, do you want to go first?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good. What I did was to perfect the how's his name? Sorry, the Christmas list. I perfected. I showed it to a few people, and they said that it was a better way. So I'm gonna send it now because I'm in the middle of moving myself to another house.
Right.
So I've been crazy busy, but that and the other thing that I became aware is somebody told me that if I go to the person who put the paper together, sometimes they don't have enough things to complete the paper. So if I go and I ask that particular person, I give that person a few pieces of press release something,
Yes.
they can eventually put it in the paper, and it potentially can cost way less than something else. So that's something that I need to investigate. So
Okay, so I'm a little bit lost about this. How is this relating to LinkedIn? Is that because you put a press release on LinkedIn?
sorry. I'm sorry. No.
Or social
I'm
media?
sorry. Yes.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, so maybe just start again from scratch because you lost me.
Oh
So
no,
I just
no.
want to
It's
know
just
how
that,
your LinkedIn account for this week and how has it worked from last week.
well, this week I integrate a lot of CFO to my network. So
Okay, yeah.
right now I am. Let me tell you that I've been growing my account a lot. I'm at 267, and I started the first week. I got 49 people.
Nice.
So I grow in about a month and a half or so to this point, because when I just started with your group, LinkedIn group, I didn't even have a LinkedIn account. So
You got 272 people now
yeah,
compared to when we first started, which is really good. It's fantastic.
exactly.
So have you made contact to all of these people yet?
No.
So
No.
a good thing could be and you said you created a press release, correct?
Yes, I need to finish. I need you to take a look, and then you can
For sure.
tell me if it's good or not.
Yeah, send it off. I'll have a look at it.
Okay.
Absolutely. And one of the other things is I'd love to see you put your logo here for Stay Organized.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay. So what you do is you go over here to where it says work.
Okay.
And then what you do is you go to create a company page.
Oh, okay.
And then what you do is you put the company name and you put Stay Organized.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you do is you put Stay Organized there and you press confirm. And then what's going to happen is that, oh, of course. And then what will happen is that you will have an option to resave this process.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then you're able to add it to your profile. So you would go over here, and then you would connect it to that profile there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will do that. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So I think maybe it would be a good idea if you came up with some kind of message.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe ran the message by us of what it is you want to promote. I think what might be a really good idea is if promoted, just promoted the fact that you have some spots open to help someone with their organizing. Just want to let you know that I'm open for business and I currently have one spot available for someone to help them out with organizing their home. And then send that to anyone on your list.
Good. Okay.
Worth a try. Worth a try. Because you have to send a message, one message per month to your database would be ideal.
Okay.
How you can very.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll do that this week then. Thank you.
There, Rosalie, and I'll look at it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Dan, do you want to go next?
Yep, I'm good. So I think when I originally started this, I was sitting somewhere around 350, and as of today, I'm at 469. I was hoping for 470, but I'm one short. So I have got a process in place for connecting with people. I'm focusing on people who are in the research field. I need to focus more on CFOs or CEOs of companies as well, and connect up with more lawyers and notaries.
Or lawyers or any kind of educators, right? Teachers would be really, really.
Yeah, and I did connect. I'm also going to look at tutoring agencies as well next week, so I could connect with a couple in North Vancouver this week. So I'm looking to expand in that area well. So sometimes a tutoring agency might want a different lens through which they can look at teaching their kids new stuff. So I still need to update my profile. So I've got some graphic stuff coming for my banner. And now that I have a name, I need to update and get my website done so I can add it to my profile.
Yeah, so if you change the profile up here on the top, that would look really good.
Yeah.
And
so I'm going to get that done this week.
If you want to just put some pictures up here of whatever it is, like just put any picture for your business, so that'll make that and that look good.
Yep.
Do you have some testimonials by any chance?
Well, funny you should mention that, because I talked to two of my former students. Canal, who was one of my students, he emailed me and said that the strategies that he learned in the photo reading workshop were fantastic, and that he just won a case competition for school, and he had to do a presentation, so it worked out really well for him.
Nice. So yeah, I think next time we talk, we should talk about testimonials. Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Put that on what you want to accomplish for this week.
And then my student from Toronto, I was talking to her on Saturday, and she said she's also using and having great success with the technique. So I think there'd be two people to have you maybe talk to directly and get a more formal testimonial in place so that we can put those up on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I just worked with Jonathan today. We got 2 brand new testimonials for him, and doing that exact. So the first one I helped him out, and then the second one he ended up writing it, and we spent, I think, 10 or 15 minutes on each of them, just touching it up, and it worked out really, really well, actually. It was quite good. He gets it, which is wonderful, you know. So we'll show you the exact same thing. And then what you're able to do is you're able to take those testimonials, you're able to slap them down here for people to look at as a picture, which would be really, really good. Okay, cool. What kind of message? So you're going to download everything today, right? You're going to download all your names and so on in your CSV file. What do you think? What kind of message do you think you want to send out to these guys? When's your next presentation?
Well, we need to decide on a date of the webinar, but now it's approaching Christmas. I'd still like to do a webinar within the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
Because people might want to buy it as a Christmas present for themselves. And do the actual workshop towards the end of January or early February. That's the plan.
Pick a date and let's get it done.
Okay.
Pick a date. Probably you need about 2 weeks to promote it. So I'd say the week of the 18th to the 22nd probably.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then maybe do it on the 19th.
Yep.
That'll give you 2 weeks to promote starting tomorrow. That should be enough time for you to get a few people into the presentation.
Okay. So then on LinkedIn, I need to start sending out some messages, and I'd like to do some more posting on LinkedIn of just thinking of like everything that I'm reading. I could actually do these little messages about these little tidbits I'm getting out of the books that I'm reading, so I could add that to my LinkedIn, and that might drive some interest as well.
Well, the idea is MailChimp, upload all 496 people on there, and then send out a message to you saying, hey, LinkedIn friend, just want to let you know I've got a presentation that's coming up on the 19th about doubling your reading speed, which might be really nice if you're planning on taking the holidays off.
Yeah.
Right? So make it sound really nice kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think we're talking later on this week, so why not come with a plan to do that so we can talk about that when we're communicating with each other.
Okay, we'll do.
Remember, your goal is 30 people per month attending and buying your your education in order for you to reach what your 5-year goal is.
Yeah.
So start building that up now. And here you have more than enough. So you need to be building this a minimum of 90 people per week kind of thing. You want to build your profile about 90 people a week.
Yeah.
The other thing you could do is you can work with someone like Laura, who's got 8,000 people on her list.
Mm-hmm.
And us as so that's good strategic alliances.
Right.
So just thinking about that. Okay, good. Okay, awesome. I think you have a gate. I'll set up a date. David, you're next.
In what way?
What would you like to accomplish with your LinkedIn for this week? What do
Maybe
you want
send
to
a survey
accomplish?
out to all my contacts by after filling out their downloading the contact.
Yeah,
numbers.
That's right. After downloading their contacts, what message would you like to send them? What do you want to promote to them? Do you pay for LinkedIn every month?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you have a whole bunch of other products that some of us don't have. How are you using them to your best benefit?
I haven't set up an account for my company yet for Sparkplug. I've been giving it to myself.
But you only need it for yourself anyway, so that's fine. That's perfect.
Often, yeah.
So download 755 users that you're working with, and perhaps one of the things that you could do is there a way that you can get the images to show up here?
I thought they were there before. I don't know what happened to it.
I don't know. My computer is acting funny today. There we go.
I do have logos on my screen. Chrome. My Chrome browser has logos on those companies, except for my own.
Why not let people know that you're currently looking for customers to public relations on? That's a good one. I'd attend that. Who here would attend an event like that? I would.
Pardon?
I said the do's and don'ts of public relations, what you need to know. That would be kind of a 30-minute event.
Okay.
Relations, what you need to know. And then come up with 7 tips that we all need to know about public relations. That'd be very, very helpful for people.
I think doing more frequent posts would be good.
Yep, that would help out as well. Yeah, for sure. So what else do you want to? So you can put up Spark Nations. You can put this picture down here for them. I don't see it here.
I'm hoping to do a new logo. That's why.
Yeah, you just use the old logo for now. No big deal. Yeah, it only takes a couple seconds for you to do that.
You can change it later too. Yeah, okay.
Precisely, yeah. You can always change it later. Yeah. It's better to get something up now than later on. And it might be a good idea if we focus on getting you some more testimonials from your past employees or past coworkers and stuff. That'd be really helpful too.
Yeah, that was one thing I was going to reach out to people for. Yeah.
So if you were to download, all of your 755 followers, and maybe come up with some questions. Well, like, what do you think 755 people would like to hear from you? What would they like from you? What if you were to give me one simple step that would help me with my PR every time, and I wouldn't have to think about it too much?
Be like two-way communication, actual engagement, spark engagement.
Okay. So do you think that most businesses are effectively having two-way communications?
They could, but it's not just lecturing out to people. It's listening and acting on what people say. And that is what social media was supposed to be about. It's not just advertising. It's supposed to be socializing.
Yeah. So there's a good idea for a topic for you. And remember that you can just do a small 2-minute video and get these videos out to us as well if you want to more on your LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, I was thinking about that recently too.
Just 2 minutes, nothing too long, easy or anything like that. Just very simple stuff, right? But I think that a presentation would go a long way for you, David. Really, I do. The 7 steps that you need to know about PR, public relations. And if you don't follow these 7 steps, you might not be getting the results you need. Something cool like that. But you definitely have, out of 755 leads right here, you definitely have 2 or 3 or 4 people that want to do business with you. Definitely. So I think that would be a good follow-up for that. Next, is there anyone else here that wants to go? Who else have I not spoken to yet?
Aaron?
Aaron, are you here?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, Aaron, are you here? Nice. Aaron, good. I've been wondering where you are, how you've been. What's your name on your Aaron?
Yeah, I just
but I'm happy to hear.
on my iPhone. I just logged in 4:15, so I've been on for about a half hour.
Okay, perfect. So you're kind of hearing what we're going through there.
Yes.
There we go. Yours is a little bit different, Aaron, because you have a product that you're selling, not a service. Kind of like Laura's, actually.
That looks rather odd. There we go.
Yeah, went up. Good picture. You got some building blocks there. That's good. What I'd really love to see you do is I'd love to see you work on bringing pictures up over here for Captain Recycling.
Okay.
It's very easy to set that up. You go down to where there's 9 little buttons over here, and you press it. And then what it says add a company page, create a company page, and you can create a Captain Recycling company page, which it really does need anyway. That won't take you more than 10 minutes. Not even. What you do is you click on here and you add Captain Recycling in the picture to it. It'll work really well. And I'd like to also see some.
Do you think a separate LinkedIn account for Greener Zone as compared to Captain Recycling? Because they're 2 separate businesses.
I think would be a really good idea is if you added Greener Zone on. So here's Greener Zone right here.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just leave it the way it is.
Okay.
And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be creating a separate business for each of them anyway, because you can see right here, here's company. Remember I showed you on these 9 over here, create a company page? So after you create a company page, they show up under here under manage company, manage company, manage company, manage company. So there's 4 companies here that I can manage or have access to managing. And then what that does is it gives you the picture over here, and it makes it look nice when people are searching you.
Right.
Which I would really recommend doing. It adds to your just how good it looks. You have 1,333 followers, which is great. I really recommend you download those, get it onto MailChimp, and send a message to these people. Because from this, what you can find out is who is a business owner and who could really use your service. Because you have a few different services. First of all is the City Pods. That's one product that you have. And the next is, of course, the Gaia dehydrator. So there's 2 products. And you have also the horse too, right?
That is correct. It's not operational quite yet,
Really
but
consider
it will be.
Yeah, so try to build this out, because what I'm finding is that when people search your name, this is the first thing that comes up and this is the first thing they'll check. So having this worked out would really be helpful to you long term. Ultimately, you're the salesperson for this. We can bring you the leads, we can generate the leads, we can bring the conversions, we can help build the communications, we can do all these things, but ultimately when it comes right down to it, who's the person that's going to be signing the agreement and has the authority to sign the agreement? It's you. So making truly help you out. And so I would add that, and then what I would do is send a message to all of these 1,300 followers. What kind of message do you think you'd like to send them? And are they all from the Lower Mainland, out of curiosity?
No, I would say a lot of them are from outside of the Lower Mainland, well over 50%.
So then what you'd have to do is you're going to have to take your list and you're going to have to whittle it down to who you want to actually message to. And that's where it becomes a bit tedious. But the work is worthwhile. The work is worthwhile because you end up getting sales because of it. You get to know who's on your list and who you're connected with. So some of the other things that I've been doing for your business actually is I've been checking out breweries locally. And I sent you that list of breweries, and I'd really recommend you add these people to your LinkedIn account so you can start putting them onto your mailing list. And then after that, what you can do is start typing in MPs, because MPs are really important for your business. Very important. And as a matter of fact, Diane, MPs are very important for your business too. Members of Parliament.
Yeah, I was just thinking that I should be connecting up with those because I just saw a couple people and I connected with them. So.
Yeah, so there's MPs, and then what are the people called local legislators? They're called what? There's councillors, city councillors. So you'd get every single city councillor that you can there, Aaron, everyone in British Columbia from every single city. So you can type in Vernon, for instance. And then city mayor, like that. Oh, spell it right. Just using Vernon as an example. So here's the mayor of the city of Vernon, Iqbal Mund. So, and here's a former mayor. And here's the mayor of the city of Mount Vernon. You don't want Mount Vernon, you want the city of British Columbia. So what you do is you click on this person like this. Even though they're a third connection, no big deal. If the connection is not obvious because they're a third connection, you have to go onto their profile. And then what you do is you click these 3 little buttons over here. And then what you do is you just connect like that and then send now like this. So you have relationships with these individuals. Fall with the Lower Mainland, like each of them, the cities, so City of Surrey, all the cities in the Lower Mainland first, because that's kind of what we talked about last week, right?
Right.
And I think I sent you a list of all that, didn't I?
I
A
did
list of
receive a
everyone.
list. Yeah.
Pardon me?
I did receive a list.
Yep. And so now the next step of that list, if you wanted to, there's two ways that you can go about it. If you find that you're too busy to do it, you can hire someone, a virtual assistant, to help you do it and input all the information. You just have to trust them with your password and with your LinkedIn account, and then you can have them get to work. And that would be your virtual assistant, which I talked about already, because you are pretty busy already, right?
Yes.
So that would potentially help you out, because you have a bit of a budget for a virtual assistant. And if you take a look, 20 extra hours per month for a virtual assistant would really do well for you, because you can say, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to get all of these people, and I want you to put it into this list. And then what we would do is we create a message to follow up with that. So just step-by-step simple systems that you can implement. And you notice it's the same for everyone else. It's just your product and service.
Right.
So this week, what would you like to accomplish yourself, Aaron?
Oh, I'd like to set aside an hour, at least an hour, likely to be between 6 and 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
And start applying some of these names from the list that you've sent me.
Yeah.
Wanting to connect with them and see what kind of response I get.
It's great, because when I went to a workshop last Tuesday, I connected with most, and I recognized them when I got there, and they said, "Oh yeah, you connected with me on LinkedIn." I'm like, "Yeah, that's right." So it really does work.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to be proactive. Okay, cool. Jonathan, you're on here too, eh?
Yes, I am here.
Hey, Jonathan, thanks for being here today. That's awesome. Do you want to talk about what you're going to go through this week for LinkedIn?
LinkedIn, I was thinking just keep growing my network.
How much do you want to grow it by?
You mean right now?
Yeah, how much would you like to grow your LinkedIn by over the next
right.
week?
I was thinking to be realistic, probably 20 new, 20 new networks for this week.
Perfect. What kind of message are you going to send to each of those people to connect with them? So let's say you do a network connection, just a general connection. Let's say you're looking for CFO or CTO. Let's do CTO instead.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I was thinking about the targets. So let's say if it's a CFO or CTO, it probably means that the prospect is kind of big, because my target is kind of small business, right? So that may not be ideal. So I'm thinking like such business owner, or just owner, or office manager in Vancouver.
So business owner in Vancouver. So here would be a whole bunch. So a business owner at Park Courts, North Vancouver. So there we go. That would be pretty good. So
yes, my message is pretty straightforward. I see like I wanted to expand my network in the business owners in Lower Mainland, right? And
first thing that I would do, Jonathan, is that because we've been testing and measuring this for weeks now.
Yeah.
First thing that I would do is identify your target market.
Right.
And then what I would do is I would just connect with them like this. Connect and send now. Connect.
It's very, very cool, right? You think this works better?
Funny enough, I've been paying attention to what works, and everyone is saying that this works better than a personalized message, because what happens is they connect with you, and then what you do is you send a message to them after they've connected. So I'll give you an example of one connection. So I had Trisha. Here, Trisha sent me a message over here. So Trisha is saying, "Oh, we're both members of the International Coaching Network. I would love to connect." Great, perfect. Here, have a great weekend. Oh, I'll check that out. Thanks. But I noticed there's no link, right? And so I said, "Can you just give me the link, please?" So I'm having communications, and this is about the link is way up, Odin, and there was never a link on the way up here, so she must be talking about someone else. But the first step was just connecting.
Okay, just
Thanks for the
can you
connection. Look
connect,
forward to
right?
learning more about you and your business is what I always put. I always put this right. So I look forward to getting to learn more about you and your business. That's basically what I say. I say that I say that all the time for Alignable as well.
Yeah, that would be my message once they connect, right? So
Correct, exactly.
First step is to get connected and get the new network.
Yeah, precisely. That's exactly correct. Yeah. That would be really good. And if you're doing small business owners, that'd be excellent. If you can send out 20 messages this week, that'd be great. And remember, when it comes down to my network, you go down my network right here.
Yeah.
You can manage your pending invitations.
Yeah,
So
I can delete if they don't respond, right?
Right, and then what you do is you get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 102 pending invitations. You're only allowed to have a couple of hundred. So once you get to this maximum, you go and so these are people that are not active for some reason or who knows why they're I can go and I can disconnect with them.
Yeah, I think the key for me right now is I needed to focus on my target because so far my network is kind of random. I got people in all the fields, and actually quite some portion of the network is not really my target.
Well, so, exactly.
Yeah.
Are finding that as well, that as we start to work together, we begin to really focus in on what the target market is so that we can generate results from that.
Yeah, exactly. Once I have usable network, I'm gonna kind of engage with them. Otherwise, if I don't engage, right, it's dead network. It doesn't do anything.
That's right. That's exactly correct. So, I mean, I'm not suggesting you get rid of the current people that you have.
Oh, I still keep them there. Just at least make my number look bigger.
Yes, precisely. You want to grow to 500. That's your first goal, is 500 people in your network.
Yeah, and you never know. At some point, you may need help from somebody in your network, right? Somebody might provide some value to you. You probably don't even know yet.
Well, yeah. For instance, David works for a bunch of organizations. And all of them have IT, every single one of them. So I'm not sure if David actually has someone who does IT the way you do and has testimonials and all these things. But the more you educate David about what it is that you do on a weekly basis, the more David's going to come here with referrals for next week. And the same with Diane. Diane works for SFU. I mean, chances are they probably have an IT people that are in-house. But she's constantly talking to lawyers.
They have an army.
They have an army of IT specialists. It's true. But that doesn't help the lawyer that she's talking to. It doesn't help the educator that she's talking to. It doesn't help the small business owner that wants to. So if she knows someone that she can go and trust who does IT and IT management and VoIP phones and doing all the kinds of networking and making sure troubleshooting is done and making sure there's punctuality with a guarantee and a unique selling proposition. The more you educate us, the better off we will be able to recommend you. Rosalie too. All of us, we're all referral partners.
Yeah, of course. I mean, eventually we kind of help each other, right? And we need to know each other better and engage with each other and trust each other. Otherwise, you probably don't want to refer somebody who you don't really trust, right? It damages your reputation.
What really helped me to understand more about what you do, Jonathan, was really those testimonials that we got from your clients.
Yeah, really those are kind of first-hand, right? First-hand words.
Yeah, precisely. I mean, there was nothing better than those testimonials that were done. So with that, everyone, can you believe it's already 5:01 and our time is up? So I think we all have our goals for this week on what we want to accomplish. It's to download those lists. So next week, what we'll be talking about is the list that you downloaded and the message that you sent out and the results you received. Was that fair?
Yep.
That sounds good.
Yes, yep, absolutely.
I think it's very doable and actionable, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome, guys.
Thank you.
I'll get more information next week. We'll just keep on going, and we'll
Thank
keep on
you.
going. We'll keep on going till social media goes away.
Thank you very much.
More and more people are going to be coming on board is what's going to end up happening. So we're just positioning ourselves to be in a better position. Okay, with that, Rosalie, you probably want to give me a call right now if you could.
Okay, perfect. Thank
Okay,
you.
awesome. Okay, guys, we'll talk to you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Aaron, Aaron, we'll text message back and forth as to when we can talk next. Okay, Aaron? Probably tomorrow?
Sure.
Okay, let me just double check my calendar. Just give me a quick sec.
Before 9 and after 4 are the best times. If you
Before
can.
9 and after 4. Yeah, it's never going to be before 9 because that just will never happen
In your world.
It might once or twice, but not very frequently.
Between 4 and 6, I think is a good slot.
That is a good spot for us, actually. It's not the ideal to make phone calls. That's the unfortunate thing.
That's true.
So, but that's okay. That's all right. Not a big deal. We'll work with that. Oh man, come on.
I mean, I can start a route later if it's planned. Like between 9 and 10, we can make phone calls.
All right. I would like making phone calls with you. I actually enjoy that.
Okay. So you let me know. Just text me and I'll.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome.
All right.
Actually, tomorrow at 4 o'clock, 4:30 looks good.
Okay.
How about we do that?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll get it in right now.
Okay. Perfect. I got you in too.
Okay.
And I remember the text message I sent you, so that'll be good for us to go through.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
Awesome.
okay.
Okay, guys. Look forward to seeing your results for next week.
Take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye.